Hello, hello, hello. How are we all on this fine, fine Monday night? I hope you're ready to get some reading done. I hope you've had a nice, productive Monday, but not too productive. We don't want to be stressed out too much, right? I don't know how many of y'all are joining us for the Priory of the Orange Tree March of the Mammoths read. I know it's at least myself and Molly, Ren, Lindsay, Kiana. I think Mel joined us, even though she's read it. She's rereading it now. And Alicia got it today, too. So we are reading it this month. You have to read 26 to 28, depending on how you want to do your math, pages per day to get to this book done. So I have read mine. I am caught up for today. I'm on page 56. Yep, 56. So I'm on page 56. Let us know if you are reading this with us. Ooh, Paula might too. That would be awesome. I love that. And hello, Molly. Good to see you. And let's see. We have Glenda. Glenda says, hello, Kelly. I'll be reading a physical arc called Reality Bites by Amy Moss for March Madness. Also, the Book of Doors. Yay! Yeah, we'll be starting on page 101 this Wednesday for 100 Pages Book Club on Books and Things with Alicia. So it is not too late to catch up. I've got it right over there. You can see it right over there. Yeah, you can see all the red books because I have not done my March TBR yet. I need to do it, and I've been very busy, so I have not had time. I will film it. It'll go up this weekend. I will film it and get it up this weekend. Amberly says, hi, Kelly. I want to start Fate of the Fallen by Calcade this evening, but I have to finish my Tom's Crossing pages first, or at least get closer to finishing. Excellent. You can do it. You can do it. Tom Crossing, are you doing that for March of the Mammoths? And Molly says, hello. And Jean, hello, Jean. Good evening. It is so nice to see you. I hope you are feeling better. Let's see. Jean has 2% left of Sociopath's Guide to a Successful Marriage. Ooh. And then Jean will start buddy reading with Paula. Be Still My Unbeating Heart. Oh, that sounds awesome. I love it. Molly says, oh, and hi, Kelly. It's inferred. It's all good. It's all good. Glenda says, hello to all the peoples. And today I will be reading The Girl Who Heard Dragons. Yeah, I don't have my March TBR yet, but I started this one in February. So I will get this one done. And I am not quite halfway. And it's a bunch of short stories. So I have to say, though, I'm enjoying the writing. So that is a plus. And the art is so cool. Also, you can see how it's discolored. That's how long I've had this book. It's discolored from sitting in the sun. It is what it is. But there's so much art in here from Michael Whelan. And for any of you old school fantasy fans, you should know who Michael Whelan is. He did all the Dragonlance covers and a bunch of the Forgotten Realms covers and just a ton of fantasy covers from the 80s and 90s. And Lexi is sprinting too. Awesome. Thank you, Glinda. And Amberly says hello to everyone. Excellent. So I am going to get started. Zafo is making pork chops, I think, right? You making pork chops? So if pork chops show up in front of me, it's the magical miracle of Zafo. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Hi, Chad. Let's see.
They gotta start the bacon first.
You start the bacon first for the baked potatoes? Yes. Yes. I like baked potatoes, but Zafo's like, you can't have baked potatoes without bacon. And then he was like, we could use bacon. I'm like, no, we can't. He's like, fine. Then the compromise is real bacon, and that's what we're doing, and deal with it. No, of course, stay. Puppy's trying to go with. If the puppy goes with, there won't be any bacon for the potatoes. She's sneaky. You have to watch her, man. She is so sneaky. And Nikki joined us. Hi, Nikki. It is so good to see you. Hello, everyone. I will be reading Little Men. Finished Little Women last Monday night. Also hoping to make some progress in Anne's House of Dreams. Oh, I love that you're reading all these classics. It's so cool. And Molly says, I'm listening to my Hoopla Borrows first thing in the month so I don't lose them. That sounds fantastic. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I finished my audiobook, and then there's no audiobooks available that I like need to read for anything specifically. So I'm just reading a book 2 in a series. So I'm like, might as well just keep going on this series then. What am I reading? Howling Dark is my audio. Howling Dark by Christopher Rocchio. Molly says, make sure you tell him how many servings he needs, including chat. I mean, if I'm telling you, we keep doing a writing, we want to do a writing retreat and he cooks for us, but we couldn't get enough people interested, even though he was cooking all the meals. Like all we had to do was write, and we couldn't get enough people to sign up. So whatever. Molly says hi to Nikki, and Amberly also says hi to Nikki, and I think we're good to go. We will do like normal, where we'll do our 50-minute sprints and 10-minute breaks. And I'm very excited. I doubt I will get this done, but I'll be really close. And that's what I need. I must have it done. I do know the next physical I have to read because I have these I have to read for a project. I've already started this one. So once I finish this one, then I can finish these. But I've got to get my... It's like I know the next books I have to read, whether it's I do my TBR or not. I almost want to skip it, but it's so fun. I don't want to. So. And there's Mel Melly. Hello. Good evening. So good to see you. You caught up on your pages for Priory. Woohoo! Is it just as good the second time around? Sometimes it's cool, especially these really dense fantasies that take a minute to really get into and figure out who's who. It's really satisfying reading the second time when you actually know who the characters are. So even if you've forgotten this person's name, right, you have this feeling of who they are. So as you read it, you know, it's a very different experience. So I hope you are having fun. And Amberly says hi to Mel, and Mel says hi to Amberly. I love it. And also, I think I found this weekend at our Crawfish Festival, one of the... a reader stopped by and got The Collector, so I signed it for her. And she, her name is Leilani, Lelani. And I was like, that might be my new main character's name. Like, I love that name. I think I might steal it. And she was like, yeah. She's like, do it. Because after I'm done with this series, I'm writing this fantasy. So I've already started world building. I've already started creating characters, all that kind of stuff. That might be her name. I have like a filler name right now, but it's not the name I want to keep. So, I don't know. What do you think of that name? Leilani. I like it. I like it. So, that might be what I go with. All right. Meanwhile, let's start the sprinting and get these books read. See how many of the short stories I can finish tonight. Just for the record, I had this on my shelf forever. Obviously, you can tell by the discoloring. And I did not know it was a short story collection until like 4 months ago. Also, it's The Girl Who Heard Dragons, and only the first story has been fantasy. All the rest of them have been science fiction. Which is hilarious. If you know Anne McCaffrey is famous for saying she doesn't write fantasy, even though she's famous for the Dragons of Pern, because it's on a different planet, so it's science fiction. I love it. The world is fun. Okay? It's just fun. So. Mel says you should send her a signed copy of your book when you finish it. I might. I think I have her email in the Square thing. So I can send email to everyone in Square, but Square doesn't share the emails. So I need to, and I've been collecting newsletter names, but I haven't the last 3 times because I haven't sent a newsletter in like 6 months. There's not enough time in the day. I cannot get it all done. There's just too much to do. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We're struggle busting over here when it comes to getting things done. But overall, I mean, life is great. And I will apologize for blinding all. You know how this works. I'm an old lady, and I need the old lady light when I read the physical. So, old lady light incoming. All right. Here we go. I'll see y'all in 50. there is our first sprint. I got to page 166. Got one story and some change done. And again, lots of sci-fi. This one's really cool. It's like there's a time slip. And so everything's unstable. And this whole group of people are living in this cave. And this one woman knows when the time's going to slip. So the cave is safe, like a little safety you'd hide from a tornado. But outside, time just slips. And it just goes from a different era on Earth over and over again. And they have no idea when it's going to be when they open that door. It's really fascinating. So now we got, the person leading it, Chloe. Yeah, Chloe, dictator. That's what I was looking for. She's like totally a dictator, right? Like just telling people what they could do and what they can't do and what's going on. But they're terrified because she could just leave them behind because she knows when the time slip is going to come and they don't. Oops, I missed that. So this is a really cool story right now. I'm quite enjoying it. Let's see. During the sprint, Alicia joined us. Hey, I'm here. Leaving you up for watch hours. No reading, but watching TV with hubby. Excellent. I hope you feel better. Can't wait to see you in the morning. And Ross Crump joined. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome in. Let us know what you are reading. Chris, hello, Kelly. I hope you are doing well. You too, Chris. It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? What have you been reading? And Vanessa joined. Hey, Vanessa. It's so good to see you. Welcome. Glenda says, hello, Chris and Vanessa. Vanessa says, hey, Glenda, how are you doing? Glenda says, I'm good here, Vanessa. How about you? Vanessa says, hanging in. Having whole conversations here in chat. I love it. Vanessa says, hanging in, was really productive today, and now I'm being a blob. Well, now it's time to read, right? That's the reading part. I cannot see right now, and I don't know why. And Amberly says, hi, Chris. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa says, hi to Amberly. Amberly, that was a dinner sprint for me. I'll read this next time for reals. Excellent. Yeah, I didn't read as much as I wanted to because I kept having to get up and down. The dog wanted out. The dog didn't want out. I swear I heard a cat meowing outside. But I went and looked, and both of our cats are in here, so I have no idea what I was hearing. And I even looked to see if I had like a stream up somewhere and someone's, there was a meow and a timer, but I didn't. So I have no idea what I was hearing. So yeah, there was a few getting ups and downs, but once I settled in, moving right along. I'm excited to see where this story ends. And she's really good at what I always tell people in short stories. They should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it's one character story, one moment in one character's life. And that's really what she's getting into, except she's putting in more world building than I can usually manage. But she also, it doesn't look like she had 5,000 word limit, right? So if you gave me a few more words, I could do more world building. But so many short stories are 5,000 limit. Let's see. Molly says, woot for productivity. And Vanessa, right. I did a bunch of laundry today. Oh, you did finally do laundry. So hubby's business meeting wasn't enough deterrent. You got to it. I love that. And the writer troop stuff and multiverse stuff. Very exciting. That is very exciting. Cross things off. Just crossing them off. Nikki got to page 174 in Anne's House of Dreams and 192 in Little Men. Excellent. Are you reading both of these with your eyeballs? Like, how are you consuming them? Amberly says the in and out game is my dog's favorite, right? I swear that's all I did today. Open the door every 20 minutes. Yeah, it's driving me batty. And right now, especially because she doesn't want to be in here with me. She wants to be out there with my husband cooking dinner. But she has to be watched at all times because she will jump on the counter and grab anything her mouth can reach. She's just not, she's still a puppy. And so she's not quite there yet. So I'm like, sorry, you can't go out there. So she's like, can I go outside? Yeah, I totally have to poop. I swear I do. Look, crossing my legs. I have to go so bad. And you let her out and then she just jumps in the other window because she wants in the other door so she can go in the, she's driving us batty. There's a big bug on my wall. I think it's just a mayfly, though. It's mayfly season. So every time I open the door, one or two fly right in. Vanessa says, well, I have a counter in the laundry room again. I had no idea how much it was stressing me out having to bring laundry upstairs and folding them up here. Yeah, having the counter does make a difference, doesn't it? That's my daughter. She's her boyfriend just closed on a house and they are moving to San Antonio. And she's so super excited. And in there, that's what they want to do, is put a counter shelf right above their washer and dryer. So I was like, yeah, it makes a huge difference being able just to fold them right there. Vanessa says, I don't know why. Like, I'm still having to bring the clothes upstairs after I fold them, but having a place to do that again has really improved my mental health. I wasn't expecting it to. No, look, see, notice I didn't even question it. It makes total sense to me. Total sense to me. 100%. Nikki says, both with my eyeballs. That is awesome. I love it. Vanessa says, I'd been waiting for him to install the counter for 5 years. Yeah. Sorry, I'm at the point where we just have to hire someone. And he just got his bonus, which wasn't enough to buy me a computer. Yeah. But everything's fine. The world's going great, right? Yeah, the economy's doing great. So we're going to take the bonus instead to fix the plumbing in the bathroom. There's also a leak from like flashing in one of the windows is obviously not tight. So we have a handyman, so we're going to get him to fix that. Fix the plumbing. And then our doors around the outside and the back, we've had this house for 13 years now. This summer, it'll be 13 years we've been in this house. And it didn't come with gutters. So we put them in. We've had them in for about 4 years, but that was 9 years without gutters. And so a lot of the wood underneath the doors and some of the borders on it's just completely rotten out. So we're going to have him fix all of that stuff to get that all nice and well and happy and plugged any hole into the house. So when summer comes, we can actually keep more of the air condition in the house. So, and the tile that's we have a little balcony upstairs. The tile, they used indoor tile. So there's holes in the tile now from the rain hitting it. It's like, no, they make outdoor tile and indoor tile for a reason. And yeah, so that needs to be replaced too. So we'll see how much his bonus can get us. And that's how many repairs we'll get done. Vanessa says, finally, a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm ordering a countertop. Do you want to input? I love it. Sometimes you got to force that hand, man. Force the hand. Molly says, so much easier to carry folded clothes than a pile of them. Right. And then you could just bring them up and put them in instead of putting them in the basket. And then you could put down the basket and just leave it. Vanessa says, yes, Molly, exactly. And if I don't get the clothes all folded at once, then I've got a bunch of laundry on the bed. It's very frustrating. Amberly, it's always good not to be air conditioning the yard. Exactly. So, and we've got the back door from the dining room out to the backyard. There is definitely a hole under. And we're like, we've got to get all this fixed. So we need it all done. Water damage is real, man. And we're in Houston. It rains a lot. But I'll tell you, man, the gutters have made a huge difference. So I gave up on my garden in the front yard because everything kept washing away. Now with the gutters, it's fabulous. So we're replanting everything. I put in a border. Like, I'm really excited to get plants in, which is what we're doing this weekend. Because, knock on wood, we don't have any plans this weekend. I'm like, what? We're not going to a market. We don't have friends with family. It's no one's birthday. It's what's happening right now. So hence I made plans because that's what I do. And our plans are we're finishing that front garden. I can't wait. I'm so excited. We need to do it before it gets 1,000 degrees too. So we need to plant new bushes. And I like to do more of an English garden. What I mean by that, how we would interpret it here, is I don't like lines of things. I like random things in different colors, things that bloom at different times, that kind of thing. I like that in the garden. And I have an old rusty bicycle that's a little planter, and it looks so cute, and I'm gonna spray paint it yellow, and so I'm very excited. Vanessa says, I need a handyman. Yeah, finding the handyman, we got it from a friend of ours, so maybe ask around, see if you have a local somebody who can recommend. And how much did gutters cost? Ours, for our not small house, but I don't remember what the square footage is. I mean, I do have the house. I don't remember of the roof. But ours was $2,500. So for what they were, that was a dang good deal. We did not, however, get the covers on the gutters because we don't have any trees. We're in a new neighborhood. There's no old growth trees. There was no reason to worry about cleaning them. So it was like an extra $800-900 to get the covers on them. So with you and all of your trees and all your pine, I would get the cover on them. But they're fantastic, man. My garden doesn't wash away. We're not getting any more rot. It's just wonderful. So highly, highly recommend. And Amberly says, yeah, it's gardening time here too, trying to get as much done before the heat hits. Yeah, exactly, Amberly, exactly. I'll still have to go out to water once a day, but I don't want to have to do much more than that. Yep. And I like watering it. It's like peaceful. So, but I want to get everything planted and ready and good to go. Get it all mulched and pretty. And I love the way it smells, like freshly mulched. I love it. And I always use cedar mulch because termites hate it. And because, again, we're wet Houston, I want to keep them away as much as possible. So using the cedar makes a huge difference. And it's pretty because then it's red. It's more expensive, but it's cheaper than termites. So Vanessa said, that's not bad at all. Exactly. That was not bad at all. When we got the quotes, we're like, we shouldn't have waited so long. Do this now. Sometimes it's a fear of how much it's going to cost is more than the actual cost. Now, that was before everything got more expensive, though. So, because it was 4 years ago. Molly said, isn't it more of a cottage garden than an English garden? I always think of English gardens being very structured and usually symmetrical. That, to me, is the French garden. The French gardens are very symmetrical. English gardens are always overgrown. But yes, cottage garden works, too. That term also works. Amberly says, I should have been out weeding and planting greens and cucumbers today, but I did not. Yeah, I'm still not into. I still haven't done vegetables yet. That's more maintenance than I have the time for. I do want to do herbs because I can't get all the herbs I want from the store fresh and they're super expensive. So I should grow them, but I still haven't gotten that far yet. So we shall see. I want to, just haven't gotten there. Vanessa says, I would need all the covers. Yes, you would. Because otherwise you're cleaning it every week and your husband couldn't put in the counters for 5 years, right? So definitely get the covers, man. Get them. Amberly says, peaceful but sweaty and gross. Yes, that's true. It's exactly what gardening is. Peaceful but sweaty and gross. Amberly, summer is just so sweaty. Yep, it is. You got to do herbs. That's what I keep saying, but every time I try them, I kill them. So, because it's too hot, right? So I'm trying to find the place to grow them. If I keep them inside, they don't get enough sun. If I keep them outside, they cook. So I need something in between, and I don't know where to put them. That's my problem. It's just too hot here, and they cook. Molly says, whoop. Vanessa says, I need to replant my arrow garden. Ooh. Molly says, still learning stuff at 53. I like that style of garden very much, Kelly. Me too. I really, really like it. Plus, it hides the weeds when they pop up. But that's a whole nother story. Try basil. Yes. Basil was the only thing that we were successful at growing. But it's like the one I use the least. As in the least often. Because when I do use it, it's usually just to make pesto. And then I use a ton. Right? But otherwise, it's actually thyme. Rosemary, actually. I was able to grow rosemary. Rosemary is very, very hardy. So that one I grew. It finally died when ants crawled in and decided to eat the roots. Yeah, these fire ants are jerks. Emily says, we are similarly hot to you, I think, but no humidity. Yeah, we 100% humidity. And it would be fine if, again, I am in a new neighborhood. So there's no old growth trees. We have no shade. So it's not just being hot. It's that there is nowhere, the herbs get no relief. Like there's a little bit of shade in the front yard. So I can do a little bit different gardening out front, but only a little bit. Almost everything I put out there is drought hardy because of the heat more than the water, right? So they dry out so fast because it's so hot. And and can take that full sun. And that's not a lot of plants. It's usually like plumbangos I plant. Lantana really likes the heat, so we're good to go with lantana. So we'll just plant a bunch of those in different colors. That's Vanessa says that I've grown tons of herbs in my arrow garden. Nice. Yeah, Zafo might print his 3D printer. He can print a an aqua Aquaponics. Why can't I think of the word? Garden. So we just have to buy a pump. So maybe we'll do that. Vanessa says peppers are also super easy if you want to try an easy veg. And Molly, I have to redo my rock garden this year. It's been unattended for 4 years. Ooh, that'll be fun though to like redesign it. Amberly says I put basil on everything in the summer. We had 7 basil plants last year. Wow. And Vanessa, fire ants are awful. Yes, yes they are in so many creative ways. Amberly says right, it's the UV damage. Exactly. That's the exact problem. And so I could, like Molly said, can you build a covered herb planting station? Yes, which is what I need to do. And I haven't done it yet, right? That's an extra step. So I have not done that yet. Hydroponics. Thank you, Vanessa. That's the word I was looking for. So we might do that. Alicia's like, we're at an intermission. Yeah, we're at an intermission too. Why? Hello there briefly, Alicia says. Good to see you. Good to see you. My book came today, so I will have to tab Priory. Woohoo! You got this. If you want me, I just kept adding 28 and then stopping at a pages that made sense. So if you want me to send where I tabbed mine, let me know. And Alicia says hello back as Vanessa says hi. And we are ready for our second sprint. So you got here just in time, Alicia. Just in time for us to go back to the sprint. But at least we got to see you, which is awesome. All right, I'm going to go back to reading. I am starving. I cannot wait for my pork chops. So here we go. And timer on. I'll see you on 50. that was our second sprint. I made it to page 193. This is quite a good story. And I'm eating my amazing food. Look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. It's delicious. And it tastes really good. He's like, I'm afraid the pork chop's overdone. It is not. It's cooked perfectly. It's so good. Let me see. I'll turn that on. But yes, so very excited. But I really want to finish this story too. So I'm like eating and finishing the story. I was starving, so I took a few bites. But yeah. The mix of things we must do. Sherry says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Sherry. Welcome in. So good to see you. Welcome. Let us know what you are reading. And Vanessa says hi to Sherry, and Sherry says hello back. And Michael's on. Good evening. Hello, Michael, Molly says. And Nikki got to page 214 in Little Men and 184 in Anne's House of Dreams. Excellent, excellent. Over the 200 mark. I'm about to get there too. Next sprint. And Amberly finished my Tom's Crossing pages. Yay! Nicely done. Vanessa's like, that looks so yummy, Kelly. I know, man. That Zafo can cook, let me tell you. Molly said, these kids are in big trouble. The middle school series is Return to Titanic. Uh-oh. Is that for the middle grade March? Are you doing middle grade March too? I think there's a symmetry between middle grade March and March of the Mammoths, right? So let's read this huge thing, and now let's read these shorter, more, I don't know. Simple is not the word I'm looking for. Less scarring books. How about that? Vanessa, I've mostly been playing Civ 5. I mean, this is also a necessary part of life. I mean, gaming is important. And Molly says hi to Sherry too. And Michael says, I'm working on Before I Forget by Tori Henwood Juan this evening. Helps with make a quote and personal challenge in Your Kid. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. That's nonfiction, right? Seems like I've seen that one. Amberly says, love Civ 5. I've been trying to finish the Tiny Bookshop. Is that what it's called? Tiny Bookshop? I'll find it. Hold on. I think it's called Tiny Bookshop. I'm opening Steam. That's a mistake. It's a mistake to open Steam. I can tell you that right now. Let's see. No, I don't need any ads. I have enough games. I haven't finished yet. Yeah, Tiny Bookshop. So I've been playing Tiny Bookshop, and it's like fun and boring all at the same time. I don't know what to say. It's like it's both of those things simultaneously. So we'll see. We shall see. I haven't decided if I like it or not. I keep playing it every now and again. What is Your Kid? Your Kid is the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. It is created by QWERTY on, so you go to her channel, QWORDY, and it's literally the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. And the Discord for it is huge. And we're all trying the best we can to get all of these things in. And they have lots of categories. There's 25 categories. And under each category, there's multiple books you have to read. So it's a bingo board, except there's a bunch of books under them. And I can't even tell you how many because it depends on things you choose. How many books you actually have to read. Like how long, like Michael's doing his quote. So how long is your quote? Which Your Kid won, because this is 2.0. There was already a 1.0, which I finished. La, la, la. Thank you very much. I did. And I'm going to finish 2.0 no matter what, because I've read enough indie to replace 2 entire prompts. But I don't want to finish the prompts. I mean, I don't want to use that to finish the prompts. I want to read the books in it. So, but it's really, really fun. I highly recommend. 3.0 should be announced in June because it starts in July. So maybe wait until then and then do the third rendition. We'll see what QWERTY has planned for us for this next year. Might as well. Oh, I played Stardew Valley multiple times. I always get frustrated because I could not get to the bottom of the desert mine. And that is so frustrating to me. I usually rage quit. So I get like everything else done and I can't freaking get that last quest done because I cannot get to the bottom of the desert mine. And it pisses me off. So I played it all the way twice until I can't get that thing done. It makes me mad. Really mad. And I couldn't quite figure out what to do with the island thing. I did some of the stuff over there, but first time I played, that didn't exist. Second time, I couldn't figure it out. Vanessa says, I have Tiny Bookshop on my wish list. Yeah. I mean, it's cute. It's relaxing. It's definitely just a cozy game that easy to listen to an audiobook while doing it. That kind of thing. And I do like that the books that they have on there, there's lots of classics and older books, but they have books that like just came out too. And I thought that was really cool. And Molly says, talking about Here Kid, it's a year-long reading challenge that starts in July every year. Michael, I started playing a supermarket game with my friend. I felt like I had a full-time job working the cash register. I love those time management games, though. Overcooked is my relaxing game. Yeah. If you need a glimpse at my brain, that's really all you need to know. Overcooked relaxes me. Yeah. Yep. So I'd probably love whatever that supermarket game is. Vanessa, I played Stardew Valley a bit, but the timed aspect stresses me out. I love Stardew Valley, but that mine, that just drives me batty. Michael says, what? And Molly says, here is the Discord. Thank you, Molly, for Here Kid. Vanessa, or be like me and just start anyway. I started Here Kid in January. That's true. It's always possible. You could do that too. I mean, there's some people doing Here Kid 1.0 this year. It's not like anyone is checking up on you, right? You can do what you want. But you can submit them this year. She didn't do much of that last year. It was more like just say whether you completed it or not. So you can submit books for 2.0. I have no idea what she's going to. After it's over, though, I'm going to assume it's just on your own. But again, it's a personal reading challenge. So do what challenges you and don't do what doesn't, right? Michael says, I forgot I used a secret prompt to reduce my new releases by 1, and it makes me so happy. I can't keep up with the times. Because I'm reading ARCs now, my new releases are like all ARCs. I haven't gone and bought a new book. They're just all the ARCs. So that's working just fine. Molly says, I think Paula is starting a group to play Stardew Valley. I mean, that mine. Dude, I don't have time. I would love to, but I do not have time. I just can't do it. Vanessa says, I don't plan to win, but it's the journey. That's the fun part. Exactly. See? And then for 3.0, time to win. I love it. But it's also, you're not competing with other people, right? You're competing with yourself. And those are the ones I like. I don't want to compete with someone else. But competing with me, that I like. Molly says, congrats, Michael. Yes, for sure. For sure. Making it easier. Molly already finished Here Kid. So she used the extra stuff in Indie Reads and something else, I don't remember, to finish hers by the end of last year. Amberly says, Overcooked is your relaxing game? See? I told you. You want to understand how crazy my brain is? Overcooked relaxes me. I will play by myself both characters, and it calms me the fuck down. I don't know what to tell you. My daughter and I played it last night because she was stressing the heck out, so because it relaxes her too. And so her and I were playing it last night. My son and husband won't touch it. It stresses them out. And when my brother came to visit and my daughter and I were playing that, and then he came over and he was like, wait, what are y'all doing? And we're like, oh no, we like it. It's fun. And we played and we got like huge score, right? And he was like, how did you didn't miss any orders? What are y'all doing? We love that game. We love it. Yeah. Michael's like, oh wow. Sorry. I love it, man. I love it. I could go play right now. Molly says, I actually recommend starting now to get a feel for it for Here Kid, but without the expectations of finishing. Then you will have a feel for it. True. I mean, half the fun is just choosing the books you're going to read for the categories. For me, anyways. That's half the fun. Vanessa, that's exactly why I jumped in, Molly. Also, FOMO. FOMO's definitely a thing. And feeling it about missing out on book stuff, I mean, I think that's way healthier than some of the things we could feel FOMO about. And Michael's like, wow, good job. I'm getting close. Yep. Yeah. So we'll Getting there. One step at a time, man. One step at a time. I went ahead and added because I'm at the point where there are specific books I need for the specific categories. I added all of them to my tracker in HearKid so that I am ready just to pump them out, man. Molly says, thanks, Michael. Yeah, Molly rocked it, man. Vanessa says, I'm heading bedward, y'all. Gonna read a bit. Excellent, Vanessa. We shall see you tomorrow. And Michael, oh yeah, planning HearKid was the most fun part, right? I'm actually surprised I stuck with it. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Welcome to the Crazy People Club. And Vanessa says, thanks for sprints and have a great rest of your time zone, everyone. Thank you very much. We do have one more sprint to go. Molly says, I think the moment Kelly and I discovered we both love setting up our reads for readathons was when we fell into Fred Love. Exactly. It's like, it's so fun. Look at these books. Yeah, it makes me so happy. And it makes me so happy to take whatever physical books I've chosen that I own, to take them off of my shelf and put them on my carts. That makes me happy too. It's like, oh, these are the books I'm going to read. I can't wait. What can I say? Brains are going to brain. All right, sleep well, Vanessa. We shall see you tomorrow. Michael's like, it's so fun. It really is. It's so fun. 52 Book Club, I decided not to do it this year, but I went through and chose all the books for it for 2026 anyways, because it was so fun. And I was like, it's too many. I can't do it. But I did choose them. And I'm low-key checking them off if I happen to read them. But I can't help myself. So Alicia says, we just finished our show. Time for meds and sleep. See you in the morning. Happy reading. Thank you, Alicia. Sleep well. Let your immune system do some work. And you have a good night, too. Thank you very much. And Vanessa also says, feel better, Alicia. And Alicia says, thank you. All right. Let's do this last sprint so I can eat my dinner and finish this short story for sure. And then hopefully halfway through the next one. Sounds good. And Molly also says, night, Alicia. Hope you get some rest tonight. Amberly says, planning reading is almost its own hobby. Exactly. If anyone needs me to make you a reading list, I'll do it. Molly's like, true, Amber. It really is. It's just so fun. It's part of my addiction to lists, I guess. All right, here we go. Last sprint. Make it count. And that was our last sprint. I got to page 224. And it's only just now ending. Like this wasn't a short story. This was a novella. It was very long. Where's my bookmark? But I am almost done with this book. So close. 128 pages left? So close. And how did y'all do? How did that work for you? I did not get all of my dinner eaten, but I will do that afterwards. Yes, I know it's cold now, but I'm a mom. I'm used to cold dinners. That's just part and parcel of the job. Let's see. We had said goodbye to Alicia at the end. And Nikki said, I looked Kirkut up and we'll start it. Ooh, Nikki, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. It's maddening and so much fun. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Christina says, hi, Kelly. Christina, I miss you, my friend. It is so good to see you in chat. I just love seeing your name. About to go to bed, having sinus issues, but wanted to stop in on my vacay from vacation to show some love. Thank you, Christina. It is so good to see you. You sleep well, and I hope you're feeling better. Remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. I don't know how we survive without you, Christina. It's been tough, I'll tell you that. Glenda says, Jessica Kiwi and Atia are sprinting. Yay, that sounds amazing. So there are some choices that y'all can go to after this if you still have some reading to do. Chris says, thank you as always for the sprints, Kelly. Absolutely, Chris. Thank you so much for being here. Michael says, oops, got distracted and only read 5 pages. You have a great evening. Yeah, it is getting late, so I get it. It starts to get a little hard to concentrate as the night moves on. I will finish those last 2 pages so I can at least finish that story. But otherwise, I'm finishing dinner, and that will probably be it for me tonight as well. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I hope you got some good pages in as we get more people to read both Priory of the Orange Tree with us and sign up for Here Kid. So, what can we say? We're spreading the love. Spreading the love. Christina says, reading sprints with Jessica Kiwi. There you go. We got Arch Madness going on over there. Let's see. I'm going to copy that link so I can go over there. Charles, like, you're reading Anne McCaffrey? I have to barnacle on that. Yeah, this one, actually, if you want this when I'm done, I'll send it to you, Charles. It's a short story collection. And it's actually pretty darn good. Look, I've had it so long it's discolored. But I'll send it to you. There's some really cool art in here, too, by Michael Whelan. See, I'm talking to someone who would know who that is. I was like, Michael Whelan, you know Michael Whelan? And I'm not sure anyone knew who that was, but I bet you do. Let's see. And now that I'm looking, I'm not going to find any art. But there's art all the way through this that is from Michael Whelan, too. But I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's just that last short story was not a short story. It's more like a novella. It's taken forever for me to read it. But it's pretty darn good, I have to say. And for somebody famous for writing about dragons, every story except the first one in here has been science fiction. Which Anne McCaffrey always said she was a science fiction writer, not a fantasy writer. So this anthology is definitely holding up to that claim. And Christina says, I'll put the Atias to our link in there. So that's awesome. Molly says, thanks for the sprints, Kelly. Absolutely, Molly. I will see you in the morning. And I need to write in the morning. That my last spinner wheel said write. I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Unless I get it done tonight. We'll see. We shall see how exhausted I am. But thank you again, everyone. So glad y'all are here. And I will see you tomorrow morning. If you want to come, be productive with us in the morning, we will sprint from 8 a.m. Central or 9 a.m. Eastern. And Wednesday, we have 100 Pages Book Club, where we are reading Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. We are on the second 100. We will start on page 101 Wednesday, and that's on Books and Things with Alicia. Meanwhile, I hope you have an amazing evening. Charles is like, I do know. Yes, please. We are collecting all the Perns. Ooh, are you? I will send it to you. So I'm so sorry it's discolored on the front, but you can definitely have this when I'm done. And I do have your address, so I will send it your way. Thanks for sprints. Absolutely, Charles. Look, I can't even talk anymore. I need to finish dinner. Absolutely, Charles. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.